Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. How are you guys doing today? Welcome once again. For today I have one question. How easy or how hard is it for you to step out of your comfort zone, to step out of your control system mechanism situation going on and just be spontaneous and be willing to accept the here and now. All right. So for today, I have my prompt ready from the book Everyday Radiance, and it goes like this. The title is Louise. Freedom is Sagittarius' middle name. When in Sagittarius, oh, it's the time that we're here now, we tire of all constraints. We tire of all rhythms and patterns. We want to break free and grow. If you haven't read the children's book by Kate DiCamillo, Louise, The Adventures of a Chicken, do so. Louise, a chicken, leaves her hen house and sails the seas with the pirates. She joins the circus. She's even kidnapped. Eventually, she returns to her home sweet home and tells the story of her adventures. Sagittarius is the storyteller and inspire us all with all it has seen and experienced. So, today, let some fresh air fill our lungs and remember what vitality and daring feel like. Hmm? So here we have a chicken that she stepped out of her hen house, of her comfort zone, and she did something extremely different to what is expected to this chicken. That it's sailing with the pirates, going to the circus, getting kidnapped, living tons of adventures, and returning home safe and sound, but this time with a whole bunch of experiences that change this chicken's life, and also like stories to tell and information and knowledge to share with her loved ones. So the invitation for today it's says, what has been your greatest adventure to date? Why? What made it adventurous? What are the ingredients of adventure? What did you learn? How did you grow? Tell a friend and ask them about one of theirs. So, in my case, I love adventures, always. And at the same time, I love to know how the adventure is gonna go. But that's impossible because otherwise it will not be an adventure, it will just be a fabricated plan, you know, that we are executing. And if we have it controlled and planned, we're gonna go for each steps, and it's not gonna be like kind of like an adventure. It's gonna be just like a task, you know. So for me, that I love to plan ahead, and I love to know how things are gonna go, or think that I know how things are gonna go. I feel like the key of adventure and the key for all these experiences that are like super fulfill, fulfilling and rich are when we lose control and we just embrace the here and now and embrace the what it's out there. And and for that we have to let go all the things that we want to, or things that we think that we want to achieve or experience, and be open to the new, you know. I feel like the ingredients of adventure is, at least for me, is having like a strong body, you know, that I can rely on my body to walk around, to move myself places, to stay strong and to stay here with me so I can experience as much as I can without my body being like, hey, this is it, or this is like as long as we can get. So the first ingredient is having a strong, healthy body. Being able to breathe, being able to move, being able to grab things, to actionate for me. You know, that's what I need to have an adventure. And then the other ingredient is to have an open mind, because we have to have an open mind to accept, to see the opportunity, and not to try to change things or try to accommodate things so they become or they are what we are expecting them to be, you know? Huh. What do I learn? So, one adventure that I had last year, I had this trip planned around California where I was gonna grab my car and go to the Bay Area, San Francisco, go up north, and then go to the to the desert, and then go to here, and then go there, and then film here and film there, and record this and do this here and do this excursion, and you know, I wanted to have my adventure, but I wanted my adventure to be scheduled, you know, and that's a trip more than an adventure. That's like that's a plan that you are executing. So I remember that I had everything for me what I needed. That it was my body, healthy body, my car that I will need it, my cameras, and some money. So with that, I was like, okay, I'm cool for like 2 3 weeks. I'm gonna jump on this journey and experience everything. So like 2 days before I jump on this journey, that I was gonna go all the way to the Bay Area, what happens? Fire, like a huge fire, where I was living back then, and I couldn't go to I couldn't drive to San Francisco because of the fire. And I was like, okay, we have to change of plans. Like if I cannot go to that direction, I should go to this other direction. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna like head over to the east, go to the desert, explore the mountains. I had like a few places that I wanted to visit. So I'm like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. And like spontaneity. I thought I was gonna stay in this hotel, and the hotel was like, "Oh, we are overbooked. I'm sorry." So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna sleep in this parking lot in a Walmart." So I drove to the Walmart. It was like so cold. I was not for that experience, and I found this cheap motel that it was like 45 minutes away from where I was, and I went to that place. And the next morning, when I woke up in this motel, I found out that I was actually in this place that it's called Joshua Trees. And I was like, and when I saw them and when I got into the park, what I saw, it was like, oh, this feels incredible. If you have the experience to go to Joshua Trees, like, please go ahead, because it's like, I don't know, it's like a magical town. Like, unbelievable, undeniable, like, powerful energy, respect. Everything is like just so beautiful. And so I arrived to that town, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna stay here for one day, and I'm gonna head out tomorrow. And that day turned into 1 week, and that week turned into like 2 months. So, and that was like a life changing experience. What I lived in Joshua trees, what I learned, what I did, and and how I felt. And that happened not because I planned it, but because I kind of like let go of the control of the method of here and tomorrow and that. And I was just like, okay, let's be here. I'm here. I like it. Let's stay here. I know that I wanted to go and cross the whole country and like da 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 da. Okay, maybe it's gonna be another time, or maybe it's gonna be tomorrow. I don't know, but today I want to be here, and so many great things happen because of this trip and this adventure, and it was just because it happened, and because I let go, and because I was there present. So I encourage you, like, don't plan it so much. Just take a few days off from work if you can, or like take the weekend off and be like, okay, point wherever and go wherever, go where your guts tell you, and don't schedule anything. Like, if you schedule, you're gonna be thinking that you're gonna be late, that you have to leave, that so you're not gonna be in the moment. So if you can do this exercise of taking a break for the weekend, for the week, for the day, whatever, and just hopping on an adventure and get mesmerized by it. You know, don't expect anything, and just accept everything. You know. Ooh, come on, bars. We're gonna draw one card and one card only from my dear tarot. Okay, my hermetic, beautiful tarot. So we get some sense of relation between what we just read for today and what the beautiful tarot has to say and has to show us, or want to reflect us. Ooh. All right, girl, boy, they. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. We have the King of Pentacles, alright? Wow, look at this. Prince of the Chariot of Earth. Mm-hmm. Who we have here? Taurus and Aries. Let me see. Let me show you. Just take a few seconds to dive deep into this image. What do you think? What do you think that it could relate to what we just read? Huh? So this king is kind of like the emperor, the major arcana. Has his tick here, and this sphere that it's kind of like representing the world, and the cross that it's kind of like world domination, like control over the world, like achieving kind of like a victory kind of thing. And this guy is being first crown, beautiful crown with horns right here, that they could be, yes, that's the horns, and the what's the name of them, like I don't want to get it wrong. King of Pentacles. Okay. Lord of the wild and fertile land. Okay, we have a wild land and very fertile land. It's the fiery part of Earth. A warrior with winged helmet is mounted on a horse dressed for battle. This doesn't look like a horse though. This looks like a ox dressed for battle. The the warriors oh my god. Neighbors. The warrior's shield and scepter both depict the hexagram. The field beneath the horse is fertile with ripened corn. Above the warrior is the head of a winged stag. Rules from about 20 degrees Leo to 20 degrees Virgo. Meanings: heavy, dull, laborious, patient, and clever, methodical. The reverse is the lack of courage, avaricious, jealous, grasping, and stagnant. So, of course, we can get like both of the sides of this energy, but we have this energy of moving forward, you know? It's a guy that is like moving forward with power, it's moving forward with energy, it's moving forward on a fertile soil, you know? It's moving forward and probably leaving seeds behind and that they're gonna sprout into beautiful plants, beautiful flowers on their way. Yeah, this guy's holding like a sphere here. So, and here is a stick. So, in tarot, like the magician and many other, the world, and who else? I don't know. Many other cards. They will represent the stick and a circle. It, it's it could be and the mad the crazy one, the fool, also has one stick and one little bag where he puts his tarot cards. So this represents the female and the masculine energy and the creation energy. This guy is winged, has a crown, has like all his support, it's connected to the source, it's rolling around the fertile earth. You guys, it's rolling around the fertile earth and it's moving forward, you know, and it's moving forward with security, with independence, with strength, and with confidence. So, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. Like people are going cray cray. You guys take an adventure, go on a trip, like get out of the city. um, so if it's a Leo to Virgo energy, as it says here in the cards with the degrees. Oh my god, the drama! I love the gossip though. Like, I love the spiritual mysticism, but I also love like some drama and gossip. You know. So if it's from Leo to Virgo, how it goes in the zodiacs, or how I understand it, is with Leo comes the sun and brings life to everything, to all the creation. It sprouts all the seeds that were landed on the soil, and then there were water, and then they were, all that. And with the sun, it's like boop, plants, and it's like plants all over the place. It's like Leo. It's so loving that it's like spreading love everywhere, like like it's super powerful. And then comes Virgo, that is like, okay, Mister, I love what you did. You have great taste. You're super creative, but let me put things in order. Let me organize your stuff, and let me help you make all this creation much more beautiful, because we're gonna like organize it and tidy it up. And with Sagittarius and with the horse and with the stride and with that power, it's like we have create the power of creation, the power of order and organizing, and the power of being free and moving forward. and being independent, and being confident of yourself, and being confident that that everything, whatever happens, when you're like putting yourself in that position of exploring an adventure, whatever happens, it's gonna come out for good. Time will tell. Okay, time will tell. Let time heal, let time pass by, and let time show you how that adventure that you may have thought before that it was kind of like a mistake, or it was an error or whatever, how that error or mistake, or how that failure, if you want to call it, brings you to this other position that we're happy about. you know don't regret. Go ahead. Don't regret, don't have guilt. Just go ahead. If you break something, fix it. you know but don't be afraid of breaking stuff, because you're gonna like move so like not free, not organic. Let's dance. Let's run in the open field. Let's join the pirates. Let's go for the circus. Let's go places. Let's step out of a comfort zone. Let's be a chicken that sails on the open ocean. Let's configure ourselves however we want to configure ourselves today. And also, like this thing of like categories categorizing ourselves. It's like kind of dangerous, because when you say, oh, my name is, and I am, and I do, you're leaving no room to do something different. But if you say, today I am, today I feel, and today I want, and today I like, and today I do, tomorrow it's another today. And that's the opportunity of saying, okay, today I want something different. Because you guys, if we are here, we're here to live everything. We're not supposed to go on the same highway. There are other roads. And if you take one road, it's gonna, it's like if we have a car, if you have a car, or if you have legs, and you see that there's a possible path, go ahead. Go ahead and explore it and discover it and see where it takes you. Because that's why. The other day I was talking to my friends, I was like, dude, like having a body and having like being in this present and in this life is a gift. It's a privilege. It's extremely wonderful. But my body that I'm taking care of, I want to return it to the universe, to God, to the earth. Like, not wasted, but like used. I want to use my body. I want to, everything. Yeah. If the day that they have to bury me, um, I want to have scars. I wanna know that I lived to my maximum, and that I did everything that I wanted to in this life, and I'm not taking anything for the next one. I really want to do everything that I want and have that independence, and being this adult to my inner child, that in the past this inner child wanted so many things, and now as an adult I can say, okay baby, like let's do it. What do you want? And treat myself like, like my pet, like my pet, like like my beautiful dog or cat, and be like, what's up baby, like what do you want, like of course. And be kind to myself, because I know that I'm gonna have me for the rest of my life, and I have to be my ally, and I have to be my cheerleader, and I have to go for it, and I have to push myself, and I have to believe in myself, and I have to love myself, and for me to like myself, you know. But we always have to love ourselves. Liking ourselves is gonna come through achieving stuff, through becoming a different version of ourselves, or to doing things that we and doing things that we like doing and we like how we do it, you know? So, yeah, I encourage you to take an adventure today, this weekend, next week, whenever. Try to plan it, try to not. If you have a day off, do something different than you're used to. Um, do it with someone that you like, or I also encourage you to do it by yourself, and don't tell anybody. Maybe like a friend and share your location and be like, hey, I'm gonna jump into this adventure. I'll let you know. I'll share my location. I'll be back tonight, whatever, you know, if you want that security. But do it and do it by yourself. And yes, like follow your intuition, follow your guts, follow what you see. And, when you're going and you're like, oh, should I make a left or a right? That's the answer. When, like, the first thing that you thought, that's the answer. So, mwah. Beautiful King of Pentacles, beautiful people, my friends. Thanks for being here once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow if that's what God wants. And like I really want to know like anything that you do that is changing your life or that is completely different from what you're used to do. I would really like to know that transformation and how everything turns out for you. I hope it's the best, and I hope it comes with love, abundance, and joy. Huh? And remember, we're here now, today, forever. Well, I don't know if forever, but like, we're here now. So, enjoy and make it a good time, huh? Wait, before you go, let's clean it up, okay? Bye.